Hi everybody, Jake here for FM Scout, and in today's video we're showing you the long-awaited retro database in Football Manager 21. This database comes courtesy of the Mad Scientist. He makes really good Football Manager content, and this is such a fun database. This will be available to the public on Thursday. However, any Patreons to the Mad Scientist can get their hands on this early, and whilst early access to the database is a great perk, I'm sure any support for the Mad Scientist over on his Patreon would be greatly appreciated. All the links to this kind of stuff will be in the description, where you can find his Twitter, where he's putting posts about the database and the things that he's working on, and also his Patreon too. So what are we doing in today's video? Well, this database is from the 01-02 season. I would have been very young here, however it is full with all of the icons that you guys will remember from this time period. Ignore what it says here in the timestamp, you can't change that in game. So 2020 is the equivalent to the 01-02 season, and for example when we're on 2030 here, it will actually be 2011 in game. We're going to simulate 15 years in this video, see how things get on. We're going to be rewriting football history here. Are Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo going to be amazing? Who wins the Ballon d'Ors? Who wins the World Cup? Which team is dominant? We're going to answer all these questions in the video, but just first I'd like to ask you guys, if you do enjoy this kind of content, or you'd like to see more within this retro database, then hit the like button and comment down below anything you'd like to see. Are you going to use this database, and who do you remember most fondly from this time period of world football? Also, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell on the FM Scout YouTube channel. And with that being said, let's run the intro and get straight into today's video. So here we are guys, the 2001 English Premier Division with the likes of Blackburn, Bolton, Charlton, Ipswich, Middlesbrough, Sunderland. It's a very different looking top division in world football in this time period. The Mad Scientist has done a crazy amount of database changes, put in a whole new set of players for multiple leagues and got rid of the old ones, and it's an absolutely stunning database. The amount of work that's gone into it is incredible. Let's quickly show you some of the things before we simulate 5 years ahead, see what's going on, see who's playing for who, and who knows how the Football Manager world is going to shape up in this Football Manager simulation. Here we have Alex Ferguson's Manchester United in 2001 with the likes of David Beckham, Roy Keane, Ryan Giggs, all of the heroes of that Manchester United era, and if you go into it, they've all got their own attributes that have been set for that player. As you can see, David Beckham is an absolutely stunning player. Will he go off to Real Madrid in this one, or will he stick around with Manchester United? Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, Manchester United's current manager, is here, just so you guys know. The face pack you can see here is the face pack that I've always had, so it's not going to update for this database, although I did see on the Mad Scientist Twitter that someone is working on a face pack that will hopefully be available soon for all the players. So you're going to have Dwight York's face, for example. The only reason I have a few of these players, like David Beckham, Ryan Giggs, for example, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, is because they are actually in the original game as managers and coaches, whatever it may be. So that's the reason why you might be seeing some of their faces here, but you can see Man U plays. It's incredible the amount of detail that they've gone into for this database. What other teams were impressive around this time? I guess Chelsea were about to really come into their own as a Chelsea fan. Hopefully they've got some of the icons of that Chelsea era in this team. Let's go and have a look who they've got. Here we go. We've got Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank, Marcel Desailly, Emmanuel Petit, Roberto Di Matteo, who have of course eventually won the Champions League as a manager with Chelsea. A nice good young prospect here is a 20-year-old John Terry. Who knows how good he's going to turn out, but it looks like he is a very good player. Frank Lampard as well, Gianfranco Zola, they're all on here. With Claudio Ranieri as their manager, are they going to start winning titles? Is he going to get sacked instantly like he did in real life when Abramovich came in? Who knows? The most appealing thing for me about this database is just managing all these legends. Like, you've got Michael Owen here playing for Liverpool, you've got Steven Gerrard at only the age of 21. Can he replicate his kind of career, or will he be a failure? Who knows? Jamie Redknapp has been listed apparently for 1.9 million. You've got a 23-year-old Jamie Carragher in here as well. So many good options to play with. Arsenal now, you're getting around the time of the Invincible side, where you've got Vieira, Henry, Perez, Campbell, Ashley Cole being there somewhere, probably as a wonder kid. Yeah, he looks like an absolute star player. And we won't go into every team because we'd be here all day, but we'll just quickly show you some of the other divisions and some of the other teams that you might recognise, just to show you that the effort that has gone into this is absolutely insane, guys. We've got Barcelona here with a load of stars with Xavi, and then I think there's like a 19-year-old Iniesta in here, I think. Yeah, 17-year-old, should I say. Rivaldo, Overmars, Cliver, Enrique, and I'm sure Messi is in here somewhere. Let's have a look if he is. There you go, a 14-year-old Lionel Messi in the Barcelona youth team. This is going to be so fun, this database. I'm sure you guys are going to have an absolute blast with it. If we look at Messi, we've got to go and take a look at Cristiano Ronaldo, who's a 16-year-old playing in Sporting Lisbon's under-18s team. This is going to be so fun, just being able to, maybe you could even put like Messi and Ronaldo in the same team if you could buy them quick enough, just simulate their careers together, see how they get on. You really can just rewrite history and like make your dreams come true with this database. Real Madrid, you've got Figo, Zidane, Raul. Zidane, of course, everyone's going to want to use him. 29 years old there in the prime of his career. Makaleli as well. And the teams have been updated all the way. Here you go. We're in Ligue 1 here with PSG, and we've got Ronaldinho. We've got Nicolas Anelka. You want Didier Drogba? Well, he is playing in the French second division for Le Mans Union Club 72. There you go. Such crazy detail has gone into this, guys. We are going to simulate 5 years ahead, as I did say, and see how the football world is shaping up in this new retro database. So excited to use this myself. I hope you guys are too. Let me know if you are going to use it down below, and let's simulate 5 years ahead. So 5 years in here, of course, you're going to have some of the regens coming through, but really the majority of this database is still going to be all of the icons you know and all of the icons of present day football, like wonderkid type ages. So you can pick up Kaká, Ronaldo, Messi when they're below 20. We're going to see how these players have got on, how the leagues have got on. Before we go and have a look at what's been going on in world football, I'd just like to let you guys know that I do have my own channel, which will be linked in the description, where we have a save going on with Lil. We're only just starting the second season. There's not too many episodes to catch up on if you want to come check it out. A lot of you guys have done and are really enjoying it. We're getting close to 2,000 subscribers over there, so if you want to come along and check it out, that would mean a lot. But let's have a look at this awesome database. And I think the best place to start is the Premier League, where of course Manchester United, managed by Alex Ferguson, are absolutely dominating, as you would expect, but even more than they did in real life. The few seasons that we have simulated have all been Manchester United. You've seen the likes of Leeds come close, Liverpool, Arsenal and Chelsea coming close too. I could be wrong, but I think this means that the Arsenal invincible season has never happened here. What kind of team are Manchester United rocking with that has made them do so well? Ferguson at the helm, of course. They've got Van Nistelrooy. They've brought Ronaldinho, who's now having a career in the Premier League with Manchester United, where he has been instrumental in his first season with an, oh my god, the average match rating of 8+ is just insane. But even more interesting was the fact that he actually didn't come to Manchester United straight from PSG. He went to Arsenal first, who didn't get the best out of him. He had a great season and Manchester United poached him, where he's done just about as good in less games for Manchester United. What a star Ronaldinho is. What a signing that will be for Manchester United, and they've probably got a lot of league titles on the horizon with that kind of player. Wesley Sneijder finally did join Manchester United. When he was playing for Inter Milan, I remember every year you just got a rumour about Sneijder's joining Manchester United, and he never did, but he finally has done it here. They've got Bastian Schweinsteiger. David Beckham did stick around this time. Is there anyone else too interesting? Around this time in real life, it was of course Arsenal, Manchester United, and I think Chelsea were just coming into it at that point as some of the best teams in England, so we'll see how they've got on. Interesting that Leeds came so close. Have they got any star players that have meant that they've done really well? They've got Fernando Torres, a 22-year-old Fernando Torres chose to join Leeds after going to Juventus from Atletico Madrid, where he hasn't actually played a game yet, so this is his first season. Can he bring some glory to Leeds? Lionel Messi is playing at Leeds United, guys. Lionel Messi is at Leeds. Where did he come from? Barcelona. He went for £50,000 to Inter Milan. His contract must have ran low or something, but in that first season for Barcelona, he did very well as a young player. Then he went to Cagliari on loan, and Leeds picked him up for £45 million, Inter turning a huge profit there. After only one season out on loan, they must have got him at a snip price, like due to a contract issue or something, because £50,000 would never have happened. Joe Cole is at Leeds United here as well. Joe Cole looks like one of the best players in this database by the looks of it, mentally, physically and technically. He is awesome. He was actually my favourite player in real life when I was a kid, so it's nice to see him doing really well here. Well, here's something for you guys. In this crazy world, Frank Lampard has actually moved to Arsenal, and Chelsea have signed Paul Scholes and Clarence Seedorf in the midfield. That's obviously a big difference to what happened in real life. Some great players here, and just in case you missed it, it does say 2025 up here. It's actually just 5 years on from when the simulation starts in the 01-02 season. You just can't change the in-game clock really. That's the only reason why that's Phil Neville as well playing for Chelsea, Roberto Carlos on the other side. Arsenal's most valuable player in this world is Wes Brown, who's apparently valued at no way. Wes Brown went from Manchester United to Barcelona, and then Barcelona sold him to Arsenal for nearly £50 million. The huge transfer fees are beginning to happen within this simulation. Arsenal have got Xavi in the midfield, Trezeguet on their team, Frank Lampard in there somewhere. This database is so fun. We've seen Messi. Let's check out Ronaldo and Kaká as well. Let's see how them guys are getting on. Of course, if you can't sign Cristiano Ronaldo, maybe you can sign the Brazilian Ronaldo, R9, who is of course one of the best strikers in the history of football. He apparently left Inter Milan quite early on for a free, where he's gone back to Brazil. You guys might be able to get your hands on him and get the best out of him. Obviously his career in real life did stagnate due to a few injuries, so maybe you can avoid that and see how he gets on. Cristiano Ronaldo here at the age of 21 is turning into the player that we know he could do, either-footed, great physical attributes, and just an all-round star player, and he's only 21 here. He did join Manchester United like in real life, but he then moved on to Real Madrid for £94 million, very much reflecting what happened in the real life world. Whether that will keep up, I don't know. Maybe he won't go to Juventus and he'll go somewhere else. We'll have a look what happens to him later. Kaká does start off the game in the Brazilian divisions, and he is now at Lazio here. Obviously, he won the Ballon d'Or around this period in real life, and he actually went to sign for Liverpool and then moved from Liverpool to Lazio for £60 million. Some very interesting stuff going on here. Of course, I can't check out everything, so if you guys do want to see something specific, let me know in the comments. But Spain have won the first World Cup within this database, and there's no reason why they wouldn't, because they've got such a great team with the likes of Raul, Iniesta, Xabi Alonso, Casillas, Xavi as well. You've got Barcelona captain Carlos Puyol, who's apparently at Monaco on loan from Liverpool. How his career has changed from real life, going from Arsenal to Juve, then to Liverpool, and then loaned out to Monaco. He is obviously in real life the Barcelona captain for years, who is seen as like this icon of Barcelona. It's not quite happened for him here, actually. Very interesting to see who the best players are. We'll have a look at the Ballon d'Or and stuff later on, but now I think it's about time to simulate another 5 years ahead, see if any other teams are coming to the fore. Is it just Manchester United winning everything? Who knows? Let's go and check it out. And here we are in the Premier League in 2030, so 10 years on from 2001. We're in about 2011 now. I was about 11 years old here, and Leeds have apparently won a Premier League title. That's something for you guys. Let's go and have a look at what has happened since the first few seasons. We can see Man U's dominance did actually end with Liverpool winning a title, 2 titles in fact, Man U picking up another one, Chelsea picking up a title, Chelsea picking up a title as well, and Leeds have just won a league title. Who did they have as their star players? It meant they did win the league. Gerard Piqué is apparently on the bench there. They've signed John Terry. So Man U were obviously riding so high, and it's quite interesting to see that they did collapse. Now, if we do go and have a look, their manager is no longer Alex Ferguson. What's happened there? Maybe that's the reason why they're not doing so well. If we go to history and then go to managers, we can see that Alex Ferguson left in 2029, so he's just left this season, and he's now been replaced by Marcelo Lippi, who's apparently been here for a year. Now, if we go back, we can see that Alex Ferguson, like he did before, retired after a Manchester United title win, and since then Manchester United haven't even featured in the top 3 in this season. I wonder if that's going to be a sign to come, whether Manchester United are just going to fall out of it now, or whether they're going to keep being good. Who have they got in their squad? Will they have the team that they need to keep winning? There's not too many players I am recognising here, to be honest. If we go and have a look at Ronaldo and Messi, how are they getting on? Are they still at Leeds? Messi is no longer at Leeds. He's actually gone back to Barcelona after a spell in AC Milan. He's still being one of the best players in the world. He just isn't racking up the kind of goals that he scored in real life. But he's still only 24 here, plenty of time to go, and he is an insane player right now. Cristiano Ronaldo has actually spent his career in Roma. He had a great time at Real Madrid and then moved to Chelsea, where for 2 seasons he was very good, and then all of a sudden Chelsea sold him for like a £40 million loss. I don't really know what happened there, but he seems like he was doing pretty well in his career so far. He's at Roma now, which is interesting, not Juventus. How is he going to get on with the club? Speaking of Ronaldo, something we haven't actually looked at is Champions Leagues. Who's been winning them? Past winners of the Champions League look like this. We can see that Manchester United and Juventus were some of the key players in the early years. Real Madrid, Roma, Juventus again, Liverpool picking up 1, but overall it's been dominated by a mixture of Juventus and the Spanish clubs, with Manchester United and Liverpool. Currently, it is Juventus who is the best team in the world. Wayne Rooney in this simulation has joined Juventus. He started in Everton's squad. After we last saw Spain won the World Cup, Argentina have picked up a World Cup title. Nice that Messi finally got his World Cup, and France have also picked one up too. In a very interesting change of events, I just thought I'd look this up as a Chelsea fan. Didier Drogba never left Le Mans. They are now a first division team in France, but only a mid-table team. He's done pretty well for them, scoring bundles of goals, but just never been picked up by anyone else. I don't really know what's happened there. England still yet to win any kind of major trophy here. The Euro Championships has been picked up from France, Spain and Portugal across these seasons. So yeah, England nowhere really to be seen. Who is in the England squad at the minute? They are managed by Harry Redknapp, apparently. Their captain is Gary Neville. Have they even got a very good squad? Wayne Rooney is their best player. Joe Cole, fairly good squad. But what's happened to the likes of Steven Gerrard and Frank Lampard? Where are they right now? Frank Lampard is a 33-year-old player at Benfica. He has not had the career that he had in real life. Steven Gerrard, what about him? Still at Liverpool, although he's never really hit the heights that he did in real life. Actually saying that, his average rating is very good, so maybe not the goals and assists that he used to get, but he is still a very good player. How he's not part of the England setup, I don't know, unless I just missed him somewhere. Although I don't think I have. Maybe he's out injured or something. But Steven Gerrard is not in the England team, so they haven't had to have a debate yet about how to play Lampard, Gerrard and Scholes at the same time. Very interesting how the world can change here in this database, so fun to look at. There's so many hidden gems in here that I probably haven't even seen, and enough that I can't even fit in a video. I'm going to simulate 5 years more now, and then we're going to check out Ballon d'Or winners, World Cup winners, European Championship winners, and the top 5 leagues as well. We'll be seeing who's been dominating them leagues. Here we are now, guys, pretty much caught up to where we are in real life a few seasons back. But what has happened, who's been winning stuff, we can see that currently the Premier League is looking like a very different one to what we see in real life. Wimbledon are actually still a club in this simulation, captained by Phil Bardsley. What more would you actually expect with them? You've still got Bolton, Middlesbrough, Sunderland, Blackburn, Derby, Ipswich, Charlton, all in the top division. Who has been winning stuff? Is it still Manchester United filtered with a few other teams? Leeds won it back to back when we last looked at it. From them, Manchester United picked up 2 more titles, with Arsenal finally getting their first title win since 1997, and then Liverpool picking up the latest title in 2034. Of course, the huge difference here is we're not seeing Manchester City around anywhere. They probably haven't had their owner come in and put loads of money into the club, so Manchester City aren't winning much. Chelsea as well aren't winning as much as they did in real life. Who knows, maybe if they'd signed Didier Drogba they would have done a little bit better. I wonder if he's still plucking his trade in France. But we can see the Premier League has last been won by Liverpool. I imagine it's going to be the majority are regens, but they do have Lionel Messi still knocking around the club. Jesus Navas is there too, Gael Clichy is also there. Lionel Messi, while we're here, we may as well look at him. What has his career been like? Still only 29 here, but since leaving Barcelona for £91 million, he has been a standout player in the top division, and I think that leads us nicely on to having a look at Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo, 31 years of age now, still plucking his trade out in Roma, where he's doing pretty well. Average rating wise, you can see he is one of the best players in the division. Here we go. I'm not sure if this is the exact equivalent of a Ballon d'Or, but World Footballer of the Year, best footballer in the world, kind of makes sense that we may as well look at this, because even if it isn't the Ballon d'Or, it's still the world's best player. And Juan Sebastian Veron has actually won quite a few of them in his time at Manchester United. He's now retired, but 3 Ballon d'Ors for him there. Raul picked one up with Saviola, getting a Ballon d'Or in successive seasons for 2 different clubs, one with Barcelona and then one with Chelsea. Rafael van der Vaart picked one up with Barcelona, but interestingly, I'm seeing no signs of Messi or Ronaldo just yet. Michael Owen got his Ballon d'Or, which I believe he also got one in real life, didn't he? Van der Vaart picking up another couple, Falcao, Raul, Saviola. This was really not dominated by the players we'd expect. We're now starting to get into the territory of new gen players picking up the awards, as most of the older players have now retired, but Kaká has also won one. Modric appearing in there too. He was at Real Madrid, but he is now at Leeds, so he's definitely not gone through Tottenham, I assume. I haven't seen Tottenham appear much in this simulation. Guess kind of like how they did in real life. No trophies for them here either. We've looked at World Footballer of the Year. Let's quickly have a look at the top 5 leagues in the world and see who's been winning stuff. We'll start with the French division. Who has been winning that? I assume it is just PSG for the last few years. Monaco have actually won it a few times, but the majority of wins do of course go to PSG, as you would expect. Is it going to be a similar situation in the Bundesliga? Are Bayern Munich still the dominant team over there? We can see that pretty much the answer is yes. Dortmund and Leverkusen picking up the odd award here and there, but Bayern Munich's team is a title-winning one, captained by Jermaine Defoe. Bastian Schweinsteiger did eventually make his way over to Bayern Munich, and they have got a nice squad here. Sami Khedira, Chiellini, but it does make me laugh that Jermaine Defoe is currently captain of Bayern Munich, and he's actually an insane player on here. I don't know how he's done so well. A legendary striker who's been with the likes of Chelsea, Liverpool, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich. Forget about Cristiano Ronaldo. This one is Jermaine Defoe's world, apparently. He's been leading the line for England over the years too. What else do we need to check out? The Serie A, I guess we should. AC Milan, they're actually picking up a title in this simulation, but Juventus' dominance has been broken, unlike how it is in real life, by Inter Milan recently. Juventus did go on their standard run of title after title, but Inter stepped in for 2 years straight now and are doing pretty well with their captain Ezequiel Garay apparently. And finally, let's check out La Liga and see who has been winning that. If we go to the Spanish First Division history, past winners, it has been Barcelona, and surprisingly Valencia, Deportivo have won a lot of titles, but Real Madrid haven't really been around that much. Barcelona doing very well currently, led by Rafael van der Vaart, who we saw got tons of Ballon d'Ors. Wayne Rooney is now over there with Falcao, Manuel Neuer. Kaká as well is now at Barcelona with the likes of Cambiasso and Ashley Cole. I think in real life Cambiasso was playing for Leicester at this period, but instead he is here with Barcelona, still putting in a shift. England still haven't won a World Cup in this simulation, where arguably their team was not as good as the one that we had in real life in this period. However, Scotland have picked one up, which I'm sure they'll never let anyone live down. I think it is mainly due to new gen players. I don't think there's anyone I really recognise here. England never even won a Euros either, with the most recent Euros being picked up by Holland. Is there anyone interesting in their national team? You've got Arjen Robben, 32 years old here. He did pass through Chelsea like in real life, but then went on to Barcelona and Roma as opposed to going through the likes of Bayern Munich. And I think we can leave the video there, guys. I've barely scratched the surface with this simulation. I think you guys should definitely check it out for yourself, whether through subscribing to the Mad Scientist's Patreon or waiting a few days until it becomes available for the general public, because I think you guys will have a lot of fun with this database. Hopefully it will bring back memories of the old Championship Manager games. There's so many stars in this, and like I say, I'd have to make a 4-hour video if I wanted to go into everything. I'm sure there's a lot of you like, oh, check out this team, that team. Obviously, I can't all fit it into one video, so if you want to check it out for yourself, then it will probably be worth downloading that database and trying it out. Obviously, we're unemployed here, but you could go and manage a 2001 Manchester United team, see if you can do better than Fergie, that kind of thing. So that will be the end of today's video, guys. So if you want to smash the like button, that would mean a lot. It helps push these videos out to more people, so more people can get eyes on this database. Comment down below the most surprising thing you saw here, or the thing you would have liked to have seen if we were to do the video again or do another video on this database. Subscribe and hit the notification bell if you haven't already. Come check out my channel, linked in the description, if you would like, and check out our new Lil Save. And finally, have a great day, guys, and stay safe. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.